And so let me ask you this. So let's say that it's someone that you know went through something like this and they were caught or whatever. And let's say it's been 3 years, 5 years later, right? So say
Hmm.
this has had something happen 5 years ago and you look to your right and you see that person there. So it's been 5 years. They may have had their license suspended, they got it back or something like that. Are you going to feel comfortable fishing in that tournament, knowing that you're making eye contact with somebody that has that kind of history? What do you think?
It'll be tough, man. I mean, to be honest, even then, especially if they win.
We got weights and fish. There we go.
All right, let's see. Let me go through one more comment and then we will get into it, guys. All right, so Thomas says, if they ban them from fishing, does that carry to every state if they move? Very, very important point, guys. Very, very important point. Because just think of the other professions where the guys may do something that they're not supposed to citizens and just leave and go to a different area and just continue to do the same thing. So is there some type of database where we can keep track of people like this? Because like I was saying in one of my previous live streams, if someone is known for cheating in a certain area, especially with something this egregious, I don't see how you will be able to remain in that community. So let's say 5, 6, 7 years down the road, they go ahead and move, and now they're in your area, and they're going to fish a tournament in your area, and you just happen to be participating in that tournament. Are you going to be okay with that person participating in that tournament? Are you going to be okay with that organization that is hosting that tournament allowing somebody to fish in that tournament? So my answer would be no. I would not want to participate in that, and my thought is that the majority of people would not. But how do we track that? How do we track that? It's going to be kind of tough, guys.
First of all, I think if you take a lie detector test at the end of a tournament and you fail that test, okay, I feel like right then and there, your fishing license should be revoked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that, or you should be put in some type of database and have a suspension of your fishing license.
Right.
In a major tournament event. I mean, we can't do anything about the local jackpot or the weekday tournaments in the summertime, but we can certainly, put more control over the big tournaments.
Right.
And so,
yeah, because I think pretty much you sign a consent form ahead of time to participate in tournaments of that magnitude. And maybe I understand, like, yeah, if you fail it, some people, I mean, you can appeal it, and maybe I don't know if you'll be responsible for paying for, like, if you appeal it and want to have another one done or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, but I mean, something like that definitely does need to be put in place to where, I mean, we just kind of get a little more strict with these things. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, we have to put something in place, even at the smaller levels, just to get the attention of an angler. Like, if an angler knows that, hey man, I'm missing my license for a year or 2 years, my license is revoked, that affects me as a fisherman. I mean, that's something that I want to do. That's something that I love doing. And not only that, I mean, just the people that now knows you as a cheater,
That's right.
So
that is definitely right.
that'll slow you down, in my opinion.
And so let me ask you this. So let's say that it's someone that went through something like this and they were caught or whatever. And let's say it's been 3 years, 5 years later, right? So say this has had something happen 5 years ago and you look to your right and you see that person there. So it's been 5 years. They may have had their license suspended, they got it back or something like that. Are you going to feel comfortable fishing in that tournament, knowing that you're making eye contact with somebody that has that kind of history? What do you think?
It'll be tough, man. I mean, to be honest, even then, especially if they win.
Yeah,
especially if they win.
Right. Yeah. So that's a tough one right there, man. That is a real tough one. So yeah, I mean, so what about this? Let me ask you one more thing. So let's say if you find out ahead of time, you haven't registered yet, but you find out that person is participating in that tournament.
I'm out.
So you would not
I'm
even
out.
register. Right.
I'm
And
out.
see, that is what I think the majority of people would say in that case. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you guys
Right.
heard that. So yeah, drop a comment in the, drop a comment in the comment section, guys. Let me know. You guys answer that question too, because I know not too many of you are going to come up. But yeah, what do you guys think? Would you guys still participate? How would you feel about it? What are your thoughts on it? So yeah, and like I said, make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in if you did not already hit the like button. I really appreciate all the support of the channel, everybody checking in, and everybody is getting active in the comment section, which is great because it is bringing a lot of light to this. It is going to help our sport grow, and as it grows, we will need these type of checks and balances in place to make sure that it is something that everybody feels comfortable in with participating in as we continue to grow, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why would you restrict your participation? Why not bring it to the attention of the tournament organization or director? If they refuse to do anything about it, then yes, I wouldn't participate. Right. So what this is in response to is one of the questions that I had asked is, let's say that you are now at a tournament and you are sitting there waiting to blast off, but you look to your right and you see someone that has actually been in trouble for cheating in the past. Are you going to still participate in that tournament? How are you going to feel about participating in that tournament if you look and you see a known person that had maybe failed a lie detector test and had some type of punishment or something for cheating in the past? Are you going to be okay with fishing with that person? And basically what 360 Campbell is saying is he would not necessarily leave. He would go and talk to the tournament director first and say, hey, this is the situation. I don't feel like I should leave because of the situation. So that is his outlook on that. All right, good answer, good answer. All right, and we have I Fish I Cook says they should lose their license. Can't compete in major tournament trails without a valid fishing license. Tournament organizations need to include verifying licenses during registration. Yes, that is a very good point. And for the most part, the tournaments that I have fished, whenever you have won any type of prize, you do have to show some type of verification that you have a fishing license. So that is a very good point. That should be something at a minimum that is done. All right. And